Hello there, my internet friends. Welcome to Thursday's video where we talk about beating the market. And today we're going to talk about something that I love to talk about, how the best traders in the world are doing right now. And here are the three things we're going to talk about today. One, how to always keep your eye on the goal, what your goal should be, and how to keep your eye on it. Two, who are these best traders in the world and why we should pay attention to them. And three, how are they doing right now? Let's get to it. But first, let's get to know me. This is where I try to give a real life picture of me so you can get to know me and feel like we have more of a connection, even though we're strangers. I don't feel like we're strangers. I feel like we're very, very good friends. But here's a shot that Jill took of me. This is a picture of me in my typical trading day. That's me taking some trades. Maybe it wasn't the best of days. I was on the floor. But anyway, moving right along. So what is the goal? Trading is so immersive. You can get involved in the charts and you can get involved in the emotions, and we're losing, we're winning, and it's just so hard to see the forest for the trees. It's so easy to get lost. Oh, I lost another trade. I'm never going to make it. We need to keep perspective. We always need to keep in mind what is our goal. Now, my favorite goal, the most rational goal, the goal that I feel everyone should have, because anything I think, everyone else should think too, and that is to beat the market. Listen, everyone, if we can't beat the market, if we can't beat an index fund, then what are we doing this for? Why are we torturing ourselves? Oh, for me, it's torture because I love it. But you know what I mean. Why are we going through these ups and downs? Why are we even worrying about this? Just put your money in an index fund and be done. That's what the experts are telling us. And that's what we should do. If we can't beat the market, then why? Okay? There's no point in it. We can have our money, make money with no work. But just focusing on beating the market, I mean, that's fine, right? And that would do the job. That would keep our money building, that would keep our money compounding, that would keep us moving toward our goals, right? And if we have a big enough account, we've talked about it before, if we have $600,000, $700,000 saved, we might be done. We might be done tomorrow, right? The market, if it makes its average 7% per year on 600, 700,000, that just might pay all your bills every single year forever. So yes, if you don't want to focus on anything else except beating the market, I think that's great. However, focusing on the best traders in the world also helps. In fact, I could argue it helps more. It is more relevant and more rewarding and more important to follow the best traders in the world. Why? Because they're actually trading, which is what we want to do. So let's compare apples to apples, traders to trading, not trading to not trading, which is an index fund. But this is a point, and I'm going to keep making this point. It kind of frustrates me. I don't know anyone who buys and holds, literally. How many years I've been in trading now? 2004? I don't know one person in my life that buy and holds anything. Nothing. No one. Not a single index fund. No one. Of course, I understand. I talk to traders, so I'm probably not going to talk to buy and holders. I haven't even heard one person say, oh, on the side, I buy and hold this. I know no one. Maybe I've heard a rumor of someone, tennis person I dealt with years ago. Well, I have some mutual funds, but I don't know if they buy and hold those. Probably not. I literally know no one who buy and holds anything, or is it buys and hold? You know what I mean. No one. Zero. So comparing to buy and hold is ridiculous. I don't know of anyone who could buy and hold an index fund. Oh, you think? What happens when the market goes down? Do you think it's going to go down soon? I mean, it keeps going up, but everyone says it's going to go down. All right. Who held Bitcoin from 19,000 to 6,000? Who? Raise your hand. I know they're out there. I'm just telling you, I don't know anyone. I only believe stuff that I have seen with my own eyes, and I have seen zero. So why are we focusing on an index fund, right? I mean, I understand why it's important, but I know of nobody actually doing that. So maybe it's an imaginary number. See what I'm saying? It might be more important and more relevant to compare ourselves to the best traders in the world to give us perspective on how we're doing. Instead of judging ourselves like, I suck, I took a bad trade, I lost, I'm X for the year. Well, what are the best of the best doing? And how do we stack up to that? If we can do as well or better than the best, guess what that makes us, right? So hopefully I've sold my point. Who then are these so-called best traders in the world? Well, to me, again, let's have a discussion. And by the way, people on YouTube who comment and write in, everyone's been extraordinarily nice and reasonable and calm. I have loved every single YouTube comment I've gotten for the past, I don't know, couple of years. It's fantastic. Stay reasonable. Ask good questions, and I will be reasonable and enjoy answering your question all the time. All right. By the way, that was a little side note. All right. Here's my point, and it's a good one. You probably can't beat it. The best traders are those who have been around the longest. That's pretty much it. If you've been a trader for 10 minutes, I'm excited for you. I want you to do well. But I'm not going to compare myself to you. I need, right? That's just not, there's no point in it. I'm not going to worry about your results. I'm just going to cheer you when you do well, and that's it. I need someone who's been trading for a long time, decade, 2 decades, 3 decades. I need to see someone, if I'm going to consider you the best, I need to see a long track record. Now, you get into a lot of debates in sports. Obviously, I come from a deeply ingrained sports background, right? Lots of sports in my life, and there still is, right, to some degree. When you have a sports argument, like saying LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan is ludicrous, okay? LeBron James is not better than Michael Jordan, right? LeBron James has played longer, and that's how the argument goes. LeBron James has played more years than Michael Jordan did, so therefore the longevity of LeBron James makes him better. Well, other things might make LeBron better, but not longevity, just because he shows up and gets ribbons for losing in the finals, right? Um, Same thing for other sports arguments. However, in trading, the consequences are totally different. In sports, you have to have some longevity for sure, but also your peak matters because we're talking about excellence in that particular craft. The excellence in trading is not nearly important as being around because trading, when you lose, you can lose it all and you never come back, right? Consequences are not, his last 3 years of his career weren't that great. In trading, if your last 3 years weren't that great, you probably have $0 and have ruined lives. Do you see what I'm saying? Longevity in trading matters more than anything. If we're going to talk about the best traders in the world, how long have they been around, right? Okay, quick. Name the best trader in the world. Warren Buffett, since the 50s. He's been around. Yes, he's put up numbers, but no one talks about Warren Buffett's peak year. See what I'm saying? They talk about his longevity, right? Did I make my argument? Did I win? So I'm looking, if I'm going to compare the best trader, I want the person who's been making money for a long, 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 long time, right? Remember, trading, you win if you don't quit. If you make a little money and don't quit, you can be the best in trading. It's not, did you have a 100% year? That is important, but it's not the main thing. It's secondary. Okay? Are we clear? Good. Here are names you need to know, and there are more, but talking in threes makes it easy to digest and concentrate on. Here's the first name you need to know. I've talked about it before. I'll talk about it again. Dunn Capital. It is a trend following firm that was created, I believe, in the 70s. They have results going back to the 80s. Dunn Capital has been around, people. They have been around and they have been making money like crazy for decades. I made the argument a long time ago, even in a blog post and maybe even a YouTube video, I forget which one or both, that Dunn Capital, Bill Dunn created, and now that he doesn't run it anymore, that's the best trading entity ever. Better than Buffett, better than anyone else, right? You can make that argument because they've been around, okay? Um, Dunn Capital like I said, been around since the 70s. We have results since the 80s. Look at that number on the screen. Its total return, according to managedfutures.com, which is what I found to be extraordinarily reliable, where I get all my data, I don't make it up. 3,985% return in Dunn Capital since 1989. The market is the second number, 1336. 39.85 for Dunn, the market 1336. So Dunn Capital's been around and it has pummeled the heck out of the market. I think that qualifies for being probably one of the best trading entities in the world. Oh, Chesapeake Capital, also been around for a long time. The founder, who is still running the firm, was an original turtle, one of the best, if not the best original turtle. He got out of the turtle program, felt sad, and started his own program immediately using those turtle rules, right? He's great interviews. He's all over the internet. If you look for podcasts and articles, this guy's been around, Jerry Parker, and Chesapeake Capital is something you need to be aware of. Right, in the same time period since 1989, Chesapeake has returned 1420 as opposed to 1336 for the market. Now, one thing to keep in mind, Dunn Capital doesn't care about your drawdown. Deal with the drawdown or get out. Chesapeake accounts for your lack of drawdown tolerance. Their leverage is lower, thus you see the lower returns. Oh, still beat the market, still been around since the 1980s. So that is something that needs to be on our list of best traders. And then we get to Winton Capital, 9 billion assets under management. You think they've been around? You think people trust them? You think they're any good? 9 billion. The founder of the person who's still there at Winton, he's interviews again all over the internet. One of the original founders of one of the biggest hedge funds in the world. I mean, he was there at the ground floor when all this hedge fund stuff blew up. All right, these people have been around. Okay. Now, Winton Capital, they started something and then broke it off and then he created his own, blah, blah, blah. Since 1997, Winton has returned 828% total return, and the market is only 344. Okay, $9 billion, and they're still killing the market, and they've been around for decades. Again, have I made my case, right? How are we doing compared to them, right? Surely we can't match up. But what if we could? If we're even close to them, how does that make us feel about our trading? All right, well, let's find out. Drum roll, please. In 2018, Dunn Capital Management is down 12.60% for the year. Now, Dunn will tell you they have down years, right? You got to stick with them. You got to believe in their methods. They have tons of research. They have decades of excellence. They have down years, and they also have big up years. That's the deal with Dunn. But this is what they're doing so far this year, minus 12.6. Are you doing better than that? Then maybe you're not so bad, right? Chesapeake, how's Chesapeake doing? Minus 3.96% for the year. They also have down times. It happens, right? But these are the best. They've been around forever. They don't sweat these drawdowns. It's just part of it. It's part of being a trader, and they're the best at it, but they're down. And Winton, also down for the year, 2018, 1.27%. Keep in mind, Winton has not had a losing year since 2012. They are extraordinarily consistent, and they're only a little bit down, but they're down, okay? These are three of the best trading firms of all time, at least that have recorded results, not fabricated anything. If you and your trading are doing better than those numbers, guess what? For a moment in time, right, you're better than the best. Or if you can continue to keep up with them, you know what that means, right? But let's get off the traders, right? I think that was a very valuable information, but how's the market doing? How are other things doing? Well, here are some numbers. The S&P 500, again, I got it from the same site. I just got the other numbers. That's managedfutures.com. The S&P, when they're comparing those to the market, I got that straight off of that site. Other numbers may vary. I think they update at the end of month, so the S&P might be different. This is as of right now, as I'm speaking to you in July 2018. The S&P is up 2.02% for the year. Are you doing better than that? Here is the Barclays Hedge Fund Index. They take a poll of all the major hedge funds in, well, I don't know, in the country, possibly in the world, at least in America. Anyway, it's an aggregate of all the hedge funds, and the hedge funds on the whole are up 0.94%. Better than nothing, but not up that much. The Vanguard index fund that I track is VFINX. It's up 2.96% for the year. And the magic formula, have we talked about that before? Of course we have. This is something I've been tracking since 2006. It's based on the magic formula from Joel Greenblatt's The Little Book That Still Beats the Market, one of the best trading books I've ever read. Easily one of the best trading books I've ever read. On the magic formula, I use his formula and I just track stocks. It's a buy and hold, and it's up 4.39. That magic formula, his idea or his way of picking stocks, has beaten the market for several decades. He has his own hedge fund that beats the market also. So it's a valuable formula, and it is beating the market again this year. Okay. But the best thing we've seen is what? 4.39% for the magic formula. I mean, that's the best we've seen. Bottom line, as traders, we need to make money, okay? And when we're not making money, if we have some bad trades, it's easy to get lost. But take a step back, take a deep breath. How are you doing so far this year? Now, take a look at the best traders in the world. How are you doing compared to them? What if, gasp, you're doing better? What if you're only down like 0.10%, right? You're down, you feel terrible, and you're a failure. No. You're beating the best traders in the world, right? What if you are beating them? Does that change your perspective, right? Would that lead to more optimism instead of beating yourself up because, we're 6 months in and I'm not making any money? Other people aren't making money too, right? Are you more optimistic? Can you stop berating yourself? Can you go back to doing the hard work and doing your trades and not even considering taking time off, just going right back to the drawing board, right back to work because I'm not doing so bad, right? Would knowing those numbers lead to better, more disciplined decisions? Are you not going to trash your system because, hey, I am doing okay, right? If we think we're doing poorly and we're in a vacuum, who knows what we can do, right? We can take trade size away, we can add too much, we can drop a system that's going to win in the end, right? I feel like this is really powerful information and it's something we need to keep our eyes on all the time, okay? There are your numbers. Of course, I'll be updating these periodically. Of course, at the end of the year, I'll do it too. Keep your eye on the goal. So important. Are you beating the market and are you beating the best traders in the world? If you know those numbers, you'll probably be a better trader. All right, that's all for this week. Latest updates still on Kajabi Next. I'll tell you when that changes. Join the newsletter by going to scottwelsh.me, and there is the contact information for good stuff. All right, everybody, that's all for this week. We'll be back next time. Bye for now.